Oh, hello. This is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video and would like to receive notification of my future video postings, please subscribe. My fast cooking system contains 4 components, which include flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. This is a way to promote home cooking for healthy eating, for both physical wellness as well as psychological well-being. The seed of my fast cooking system actually was planted 25 years ago. I must give credit to an elderly couple that I met during that period, which is around 1995. I connected to them through their daughter, whom I work with. They had some computer problems, and at that time I was a computer whiz, and I could fix computer in days where computer is like a car. You can just open the hood and fix it. They had some problem with their monitor, and I went to replace a display board in their computer. After I finished what I was doing, they were very kindly and they asked me to stay for dinner with them. I will call them Sharon and Kenneth for the purpose of this video. They were both in their mid-90s, but they act like they were in their 70s. They both active, sharp, and have a great sense of humor. They told me that they're going to cook a Italian dish with vegetable from their gardens, and they said it will only take about 20 minutes. The serving I noticed that was very different when they start to prepare their dinner is that Sharon opened the refrigerator and took out a whole bunch of plastic containers that have vegetables that have already been prepped. This was the summer garden season, and Sharon told me that all the vegetables came from their garden. She and Kenneth prep once a week, and they work together. Usually it takes them only about an hour to hour and a half, and they will have enough prep that will last them for the entire week. She said that there's a great advantage because of the advanced prepping. They could cook their meal usually within about 30 minutes. As they are ready to cook, one thing that really surprised me is that they pull out a wok and put it on the stove. I did not expect that at all because Sharon came from Germany and Kenneth came from Midwest, I think somewhere in Iowa. So the last thing I would expect them to do is to cook with a wok. So they already anticipated my question. They said about 15 years ago, they were host family for a young girl from Taiwan. She was attending high school and she lived with them for an entire year. Her parents came to her graduation from high school and they gave them this wok because her father owned a company that produced stainless steel cookware, and this wok is one of their products. They said at first they don't really know what to do with it, but very quickly they realized that how functional this wok is. It's not only could be used for cooking Asian food, but it can use for cooking any type of food. They stir fry their vegetable in the wok. I could tell they're really good at it. They are efficient, and they got everything done in less than about 6 or 7 minutes. And they were right. In about 20 minutes, we were sitting down at the dinner table to eat. We also eat the vegetable with some homemade bread that Kenneth had baked earlier during the week. The dinner was delicious. And in fact, this is the first time that I ate a non-Chinese food that cooked in a wok. I asked them, do you eat like this for most of your life? And the answer is that no, they actually only start eating this type of healthy diet about maybe 10 or 15 years ago. Kenneth then told me that shortly after he retired, he suffered from a heart attack and he has to gone through bypass surgery. He said he was not very healthy before then. He ate a not very healthy diet and he was overweight. Sharon told me that it was a difficult period of their life because after shortly when Kenneth had a heart attack, she was diagnosed with breast cancer and she has to battle through that. They told me that during their early 70s, they was plagued with a lot of health problems. They took a lot of medications and they were concerned that they probably will have to get off their independent living and move into a nursing home. Both of them were taking a lot of prescriptive medications. Kenneth had to take about maybe up to 10 different medications, and Sharon also taking at least about 7 or 8 medications. At that time, they decided that they're going to make a dietary change, and they want to subscribe to the saying that let food be thy medicine and let medicine be thy food. They realized that the most important thing that they need to do is start to cook for themselves, if not all the time, but most of the time. However, initially, to make this change was difficult for them. Kenneth always loved meat and potato. He's the type of person that eating vegetable is almost like a torture. Sharon always liked vegetable, but she finds that cooking vegetable takes a lot of work, and it's just not something that she used to do. However, they said, like the saying goes, if there is a will, there is a way, and eventually they developed the system that they are currently used. Kenneth told me that the idea is quite simple. What we want to do is that to make cooking as efficient as possible. We set up a goal is that each meal will take us less than 30 minutes to cook. They developed a system of advanced prepping, and also by using the wok for stir frying, they were able to prepare almost most of their meals in less than 30 minutes from the time they walk into the kitchen to the time when the food is served on the table. So now every time they cook, they feel that they are very efficient, and they're able to cook the thing that they like because they have a lot of choices based on the prep that's available to them. Kenneth told me that the new approach make a huge difference in their health because after about 5 years, they were able to reduce their prescriptive medication to almost none. Right now, he said, I'm only taking 2 medications, and Sharon is not taking anything at all. And for her to be in the 90s, that is a rarity. They told me that they were very surprised by the change that they were able to achieve by cooking for themselves, as well as eating a healthy vegetable-based diet. They both laughed and said, I guess it's too late. I was thinking to myself, they are the models that I would like to follow when I get to their age. In fact, just about a month ago, before I visit Sharon and Kenneth, I visit somebody at a nursing home with my wife. I was very depressed from what I have seen, and I feel really pessimistic about getting old. With that kind of quality of life, I'd rather not to live. When I was driving back in the car, I was thinking about that nice experience. I fixed their computer, but they probably fixed my life. I wonder who got the better deal. I was in the early 50s then. My work was busy, and my family life was also very involved. I really did not think about this too much and did not make any change at the time. However, that evening that I spent with Kenneth and Sharon never went away. It came back to me over and over again. So about 6 or 7 years later, just before I retire, I start to realize that I better make some change now. Through the next several years, I start to apply the system that I saw from examples with Kenneth and Sharon. I saw immediate benefit to my health. And the most important thing, I realized that by eating better, I also take better care of myself. I exercise more, and I tend to pay more attention to the environment as well. So I really believe that food is the foundation of wellness, not just about personal wellness in terms of physical and psychological wellness, but it also has implication to social wellness and environmental wellness. And so for this video, I would like to dedicate to Sharon and Kenneth because they sow the seed of my fast cooking system. More importantly, they provide me the source for my wellness. I just turned 70 this year, and I hope to continue to live like Sharon and Kenneth. Thank you for watching. I hope you find the information useful to you. If you do, please click the like icon below. That will help me to expand my audience base. I'm posting my video regularly, about 1 per day. If you'd like to receive notification of my future video posting, please subscribe. See you next time.